Hey guys, well, welcome back to the channel. This is Lee from Reefer Explained, my channel. Please like and subscribe, and also if you don't like the channel, go ahead and press that thumb down. This is going to be on salinity and testing your reef tank and some of the equipment out there that you can use. So this is the standard across the board that most people will use. It says what it is there. Simple tool. You can buy these from Amazon for around £15. I bought this one. Sorry, just trying to open it with one hand. This is a little bit tricky. 1 second. There we go. This is pretty cool. So I had one before that was standard from Amazon, around £15. This is kind of like a nice case, magnetic case that clips over, and got a little attachment there. You get a little blue cloth as standard. You get the instrumental tool. Just pull this out. So it's by this company here called Kraken corals, which have done their own wrap on it. It's a really cool, well designed piece of kit. It's got a little button here that you press so you can look through, and you don't have to look towards the sky, and you can see what the reading is. You've got a little key in here, and this key is to I'll just turn this around. This key is to adjust here, and this is for the adjustment for the reagent that you can put on the lens underneath here to calibrate it, basically, to make sure it's at 35 parts per million. So I'll just show you how you use this. It's pretty simple. Everyone's used these before if you're in the game. So you just wipe the lens, use the little pipette. It's got some instructions inside as well. Just going to go over to the reef tank. Just get some water. Make sure you clean out the pipette before you use it, so you get the actual water from the tank. You just drop a few drops on the lens. So everyone may be running their reef tank at different salinity levels, but the most important thing is that it's within that range and that it's consistent. So I believe it's anywhere between 1.024 on a reef up to 1.026, and a lot of reefers will try and keep it around 1.025, 26. I try to keep it at 1.026, but sometimes it goes into the range of 1.025. So what you're looking at here is, I'll just show you. We press the light, hold the light down, and then now if I just show you, you should be able to see this in a second. Sorry, I did get this before, and hang on, let me just switch hands. Sorry about this, guys. I know it's a bit shaky. Hang on. It's all part of the fun. Here we go. Right, so you'll see here we're at 1.026. You see that? It's pretty straightforward. That's where it needs to be, and that's where my line is always consistent. So when I make a batch of salt, it's at 1.026, and yeah, we're pretty happy with that. Now, if we use the other tool we have today to show you, so that's a great tool, and we've got a digital version by this company here, and I bought this product from Charterhouse Aquatics in Hertfordshire. I believe they're in Hertfordshire. It's got automatic temperature, it's got TDS and salinity, as it says here. It's coloured display. It's pretty cool. It's good. You get a blue cloth. It's really nice. You get the solution to calibrate at 35 parts per million. You just stick the probe in here and go through the instructions. Basically what you're doing is holding the power button down, and it will go into a calibration mode. You put the pen in the solution, you hold it until it calibrates, and that's it. It's really straightforward. You can't mess it up. Here's the pen. So if we just take you over to the tank and just show you, it's easier that way. Turn it on, and it's kind of got like a vibration, like feedback on it. So when it's on, all you're going to do is you'd place it in a container of the salt water, but what I do is I just literally probe it into the tank, just show you, and now it's reading, you see that? 1.026, and then when it's done it flashes and it vibrates, and it gives you the reading 1.026, and that is pretty much the same as what I was getting on the other one as well. So you always get a backup of how you're testing your reef on your salinity. It's really important to do. You don't want to mess up with these things, because your whole system will be out of whack. You just hold the button down and it goes through so you hold it down and then it's off. When you turn it back on, you can cycle through some functions once you've done the reading. So you turn it on, in it goes, gives you the TDS, sorry, gives you the salinity 1.026 and the temperature 26.5 Celsius. Now if you just scroll through, I believe you can scroll through, you've got different settings here for different things, and then that's it. That was the TDS, I believe. You just dry it off, wash it off, make sure it's clean, keep this nice and clean and use. Takes a battery in here, you just unscrew and stick a new battery in, and probably change this out, I'd say every year, to make sure you're getting a true test, true reading. Just how I mix my salt up, I'll just give you the heads up, and this is a great way of making sure that you're mixing up the right salt as well every time. Now it's not going to be 100%, but then you can check it with the pen. This is a vat, my mixing vat. It's a it's a 60 litre container. It's really well made, and it's got a nice plug on the top, rubber, and that's it really. So what I do here is pretty simple. I put the RO in here, straight in here. I level it to around near the top, just a bit before. I don't want it to be too full. I never really use the full 60 litres, it's probably a bit under that. I use one of these, and I use the same one every time. So this is for those drinks, for protein shakes basically. They're pretty standard at 700 mils, I believe, under 1 litre. And what I do is I use 2.5 of these full of salt, and I pour it straight in here. I mix that up with a circulation pump and a heater for a minimum of 5 hours before I do a water change. But if I can, I try to leave that running overnight just to make sure. I will test it with a pen. If I'm happy, knowing that I put 2.5 of these, which mixes up to 1.026 for the amount of water that I'm using here, then I just take it on that word and use the pen. If I have any doubts, I will use the other tool, the one they look through, the refractometer with the gauge, and I will use that to double check my reading. Really important. So the main thing is to use a same size container every time, whether it's a 25 litre drum, which is a standard drum behind, that's what I used to use. I would fill it to the 25 litre to the top, and then I would pour 1 1/3 of these in, which gave me 1.02526, and I'm using Kent Marine salt, and I don't have any issues with it. Mix it up really well, really quick, and the levels are exactly where I need them to be. I don't want to change salts due to the fact that I'm dosing alkalinity and calcium, so I will have to readjust them to match how much I'm losing if I use a higher grade calcium or magnesium. So guys, if you like this video today, please give it a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Give me your honest opinion on the video. If you like the kind of the digital pen, what do you think of it? And obviously with the gauge one as well. This is not a sponsored video by any means. It's just some equipment that I bought myself and I'm really happy with. Guys, please like, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video.